is it even more confusing to you than the rest of us when you hear like stories like John Jones, for example, who's like he just can't get his shit together, like he can't stop fucking and doing drugs and apparently steroids and
it pisses. I don't care about the drugs and all that stuff because listen, that's just part of life. Not that I do it, but I'm just saying it's just
people
whatever.
do what they do. Yeah.
But the steroids thing that
pisses
me off because listen, we're getting in a cage with another guy and you're looking to hurt the other guy, and to go in there basically with a weapon that the other guy can't see and is not allowed to use. That's not cool.
Yeah, because on some level, even though you're hurting each other, like you have to trust the guy that you're across the cage from, right?
Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, you know, he's such a freak, you know, look at him, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, is he a freak or is he a guy who was on steroids for his whole career? We don't know. And,
right.
I mean, if I was on steroids, I guarantee you guys would think I'm a freak, even though I'm a freak even without it. But I'd be even more of a freak.
Yeah,
if I was on it. It messes up the game.
The dick pills too are weird. Like Jesse Taylor, who's a guy who was I think on the Ultimate Fighter house, and he was like doing very very well, and then I think he won, or he came and he got drunk and he fucked up, and Dana wouldn't let him. Or he was going to fight in the finals, and Dana yanked him because he was causing a big problem publicly. So he comes back. And he's about to fight again, or he fights again, and then he tests positive for something. He said it was a dick pill. And I said the dick pills are. I think I'm saying that. Is it Jesse Taylor, Josh? Yeah. It was okay.
So Viagra,
not Viagra, no, an over-the-counter one. But how are these guys?
Does Viagra actually truly have stuff that you could fail for?
Do you know? I don't know, but some of the organic ones might.
It's the gas station.
It's the tainted
pills.
It's the tainted ones.
Use the Viagra, the Cialis. Did you use a pill? I've used them. They're great.
No,
I haven't used one in a while, but they're phenomenal.
You think the dick pill thing is bullshit?
I don't. I'm gonna say. I don't think that guys aren't using dick pills because I know plenty of guys that do. I would never. But
oh yes, you would. You'd be surprised.
I'm being dishonest now. But I don't think that's why they're failing. I think they're using that as a cover-up. I know John Jones had used that as a cover-up once, and now I think he probably has another cover-up because he failed again. But a lot of guys are like getting these supplements. They find after they fail, they have their management or the team, you know, find out supplements that could possibly be tainted. Oh, I was taking this. Okay, send this to them, and now look. Oh, it was tainted. So that's what I mean. We can't say he wasn't taking this because it is something you could get somewhere.
So it calls enough doubt into the thing,
even though you didn't disclose it, even as one of your supplements. You know, that's the other thing. If you did take a dick pill, you should disclose it. Right. Because I know fighters who've taken that and they get drug tested and they don't fail.
So because there's a good chance that John Jones was lying about it the first time because obviously he was lying about a bunch of stuff that he was telling us.
But how could he be so stupid? Like, this is the thing with Joe. Like, the test, he was an in-competition test. I mean, it was like right around the time, like if you took it, then it wouldn't even have helped you. And he knows how they test. Like, why the fuck would he have done that? It's just insanity.
Well, was it was after the fight he failed or the day of the fight?
I think the second failure was
this most recent one,
right after the fight.
It was after.
It was right after.
I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't know. I feel like there's some guys who have like doctors and they like take them off things and they manage their blood somehow in their urine and know exactly when they're going to pass or fail and maybe a miscalculation. I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's crazy. Is it tempting at all? I mean, I know you don't do it, but is it a tempting thing? Like, fuck, man, I'm tired. I should do something, or do you just like? Is it just not even a thought that would cross your mind?
It's just, first of all, for me, I got a 5-year-old boy. I got kids, and I don't want to ever wake up and have to explain to them that their dad cheated because they're going to be hearing it from their kids and their friends in school, and like why it was okay for me to cheat, but they're not allowed to cheat. I don't want to. That's like one of the biggest things at this point. It was always like I don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat. These other guys, I'm hoping aren't cheating, and I don't want to do that. But then it becomes also almost like I don't want to let my kids down and my family down.
So you do think of that? It's weird. I don't have kids, but kids actually kind of come into your mentality.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't want to let them down. I'll look like not a good guy.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you have a kid, it's like all of a sudden there is a responsibility for your actions that wasn't there before. Somebody's watching everything that you do, not necessarily in a negative way. It's just there's a personal responsibility, not just to raise the kid, but to do things that you would tell the kid to do and not do things that you would not have the kid do, right?
Yeah. And then also, like, if they were gonna if there's drug testing, I wish they could figure out a way to where you can't take these steroids because obviously guys are still doing it. And if they're going to let people take steroids, the thing that sucks about that, obviously, then I would do it if everybody's doing steroids. But the problem is they're not good for you. Like you're literally going to possibly die early and all this crap. And then guys are going to take steroids to a whole nother level. Like some of these guys before the USADA were just jacked out of control.
Don't you get tits if you come off them too? Like I know what kind of blockers they are, but if you come off them, then don't you get like breasts because the testosterone blocker, or whatever it is, or estrogen blockers.
Yeah, you have to get the estrogen blockers as you're coming off of them, I think.
Oh, that's what it is.
And that's why when people get like popped for estrogen block, like I think,
so you don't get bosoms.
I think Brock got popped for an estrogen blocker.
Yep.
Chael too. I thought it was Chael. I'm not
I think Chael, some baseball players.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a thing.
You don't want breasts
because they come off the testosterone and they don't like.
They
don't bring their estrogen back down.
I don't know anything about that stuff. But I always thought like, should I take a little
estrogen blocker?
Not estrogen.
Did you guys ever think of taking steroids?
I've thought of it, but not big to get big. But just because I'm always so tired, my sleep sucks. And
you want
when
TRT?
You take HGH.
That's what
I mean, Matt Serra. I mean,
Matt's a
being
TRT
around
guy.
him all day long.
He's an animal. Like he's like, Jimmy, I woke up. I had to come. Matt's an animal. I rolled a little bit. All he does is fucking come. Matt's a savage guy. Like that to me, he lives an ideal life. Yeah. He's a happily married guy. He likes to have sex. He likes to fight.